Good morning, sir. I'm Brenda Bocacao for my qualification as Emergency Medical Services. Ito po yung result ng mga responded ko na nag-no. Sa perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation CPR with automated external defibrillator with operation is assess the situation for sa contribute in the management for 1 nag-no, management ambulance and 5 po yung nag-yes. Sa contribute essential, 5 din po yung nag-yes. Sa manage casualty in a remote, is 5 po, ay 4 po yung nag-no, ay yes. 1 po yung nag-no. Sa evaluate po the incident, 5 po yung nag-yes. Sa maintain life support equipment and resources po, sa maintain resources, 5 po yung nag-no. Sa implement safe access and execution procedure in a emergency, 4 po yung sa access emergency, 1 po yung sa no. Dito po sa contribute in receiving request for ambulance service. Sa receive request for service po is 5 po yung sa yes. And sa finalized request, 5 po yung sa yes. Contribute in allocating ambulance service resources. Allocating ambulance service is 4 yung yes, 1 po yung sa no. Sa monitor progress of assigned personnel, 5 po yung nag-yes sa responded, and sa maintain records, and 5 din po. So, form number 1.3 training needs. Dito po sa perform cardiopulmonary, ito po yung result ng aking respondents, which is 2 po yung result sa no doon sa may perform sa cardio. Dito din po sa main life support, 2 din po yung sa no. Contribute in receiving, 3. Contribute in allocating, 3 din. Contribute in coordinating, 2. And dito sa number 7, deliver basic ambulance is 0 po yung nag-no. Yes po. Contribute in on-road operation is 2. Contribute to emergency, 2 din. Contribute to special event, 2 din po. Contribute to non-emergency, 2 din po. Delivery per hospital is 4 yung no sa responded. And sa 13, contribute to ambulance operation is 1. Dito sa 14, transport emergency patient is 3. Transport non-emergency patient is 3 din. So dito po sa number 16, drive ambulance under operational is wala pong nag-vote dito na responded ko po. So dito sa appendix ko po, ito po yung nag-contact po kami ng online para sa mga responded po namin. Training plan qualification is emergency medical service NC2. So yung training ko po is si Diana. Dito po sa perform cardiopulmonary resuscitation CPR with automated external defibrillator aid operation. Dito po sa manage casualty in a remote and or isolated is ito po ay casualty in a remote and or isolated area. Manage casualty in a remote and or isolated area. Ito po yung para sa mga taong gustong matuto kung paano magbigay ng CPR at gumamit ng aid sa mga emergency, lalo na sa mga lugar na malayo o mahirap puntahan. The plan emphasizes safety through assessment, effective intervention, emotional support, clear communication. So, the training takes place at the Metro. Ito na po yung sa venue. Metro Vision Emergency Medical Service and Disaster Management Training and Assessment Center. So, for the assessment method po is demonstrating with questioning. Interview, third-party report. And dito po sa deliver pre-hospital patient, ito pong contribute in making initial patient assessment po is ito po yung mga dokumentong ito ay parang isang training manual or course material na may kinalaman sa pre-hospital patient care. Ipinapakita nito ang kahalaga ng pre-planning at pagsasagawa ng masusing sense survey bago dumating sa isang casual sense po. So, the document emphasized the need for comprehensive understanding of the environment and potential hazard to make informed decision and mitigate risk. It also covers the importance of primary surveys, monitoring vital signs, and gathering a comprehensive history of the event. So, dito sa transport ng emergency patient, dito sa drive vehicle, ito naman is focuses on the transportation of non-emergency patient. Ipinapakita nito ang mga mahalagang bagay na dapat tandaan sa pagmamaneho ng ambulance ng ligtas. Pagpili ng pinakamabilis na rota, magtiyak na maayos na communication sa pagitan ng driver, pasyente at caregiver at magtiyak ng kaligtasan ng lahat ng mga taong kasangkot sa transportation. It aims to equip ambulance personnel with the skills and knowledge needed to prioritize patient well-being during transport. The training covers crucial aspects such as determining the best destination, safe driving practice, efficient route planning, and the safe transportation of additional personnel. The training plan is designed to ensure consistent performance through observational learning, questioning, and this demonstration over time. So, yun lamang po. Thank you po.